I just feel like the world needs something new. You know, the world needs something new, and upcoming artists that are coming out that have confidence and believe in themselves should put their shit out.
Hell yeah.
You should push your shit out because there's too many people in the world that you have to have an optimistic, half glass full mentality. So
Somebody gonna fuck with you.
someone's gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? Which
It
is
don't gotta
how it
be from your
begins.
backyard, your front yard. It could be fucking states over, countries over.
That's what I mean. For me, with this whole music shit, myself is busting out there first. Is my shit busting out there over being out here? You know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck to be known here in the city. I'd rather be known somewhere else, and then that trickles back over here.
That's the only way it could work. So if you ask me, because like I keep saying, there's a ceiling that you could hit over here.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean,
Like we're supposed to tour in Canada. Where are we going?
us.
Like we could go places, but not enough places. You know, like that bag is gonna finish. Like you
Pretty
cannot get a
fast.
real bag just touring Canada on its own.
You could if the promotion's right. Shout out Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson is one of the
Okay, when you
dopest
put it that
promoters.
way. When you put it that way, you know.
Peter Jackson, one of the dopest promoters. He runs his own ship, runs it very well. He's very successful, and you know what I mean. If anybody wants to know anything about promotion, they should be going to him.
Go for that consultation.
Yeah, you should be talking to him because he's very successful when it comes to that. So yes, you could make money, but you have to have the right connections to do it.
Word.
You know what I mean? And unfortunately, there's no camaraderie in music in this city. There's no camaraderie, bro. It's not like down south. Down south, there's artists that literally we don't even know who they are, but they're already making paper, doing shows in the south. Why? Because they take care of their own in the south, right? You can do a south tour of 3 cities
Pretty much like them.
and get a bag if you do one record and your record goes, right? You do everything you need to do on the record goes, right? It's being played, right? It's not busting worldwide, but at least statewide. So Atlanta, for instance, statewide Atlanta, everybody knows who you are now. You're getting 2-3 shows a week off the one record, just in your state. You're getting paid three bands because you're just a starter. You're just coming up. You're getting paid 3 bands, $3,500 a show. Okay, do the math. Do the math
Try
on
that
that.
shit in Toronto.
Do the math on that.
Do that shit in Toronto and see what you gonna get.
You know,
They're gonna be like, yo, you could have this section. Here's a bottle. I'm saying.
yo, that's what makes being an artist in the city so discouraging because
And then
it's
they're
like-
gonna try to holler at Vegas talking about, yo, you could get them on the Mandem show for the free. No, you better send some bread with that.
So to me, it's just like, I don't know. That's why everybody prefers to be in the States beyond all this politics shit, which I will not go down the rabbit hole with this whole politics shit.
I can't lie. Fuck with like the States heavy though. Like
Me too.
Like, every time I go over there, like
Me too.
the energy just feels different.
It is different. You know what? They're more optimistic in the States, and there's way more opportunity. Why? Because there's way more people. Right? So if there's way more people, then that means there's way more opportunity, right? And there's way more people with a bag that's willing to spend, right? That's not the case over here. Nobody's spending nothing on nobody, right? Especially when it comes to fucking music, you know? So States is where it's at when it comes to music. They're the one giving out all the deals. They're the one with all the money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have the hubs. You have New York, California. You have Miami. Those are like the main hubs for music, right? And you have Atlanta, obviously being a huge hub now too. Well, they've been a hub for a while, but you know.
No, even California still got it going in too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cali, Miami, New York, and Atlanta. Those are like the main joints for music,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. It's pretty frustrating as an artist. You know what I mean? That's why I concentrate more on other shit, and then kind of let the music speak for itself, and you know, do my own promo and whatnot. And you gotta pay for promotion, obviously. You gotta pay for promotion, but you gotta promote elsewhere. you gotta bust elsewhere.
I think what artists gotta start doing, like we gotta start having street teams again. Because we could do this internet shit all day, but you want to treat it like a presidential campaign. You want to be out there shaking hands and kissing babies, you know?
I think the internet is so powerful now that people's attention span is like nothing no more. People will drop an album, okay? Yeah, people will rate it. We're promoting the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fire, okay? And it will be fire, obviously. A weekend after promotion, after the buzz is over and shit's starting to die down. When's the next project coming out? Yo.
That's why you gotta have some shit for real.
You have to have shit on deck. You got to be ready to go. But
no, I mean like, yo, like the content on that album has to be something that the people don't mind keep running back. Yeah, they want more, but it can't be no cookie cutter shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you dropped your album. Let's use Kendrick as an example. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, he dropped GNX November or December, right?
I do remember.
And then he dropped the first video. When he dropped the first video, like what, January, February? Around January.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he just double back and finally dropped the next video when? March. And the people them go right back to the album again. It's like, yeah, we want that deluxe, but we will stick with just GNX. We don't care.
I mean, if the shit's fire, yeah, people
know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It's like the quality. It's like in my interview last time when Vegas was asking me about quality or quantity, I definitely do believe in quantity, but you gotta have some quality. Like, you can't just be pushing out a quantity of bullshit.
There's a lot of bullshit out right now.
And that's why I can't support. That's why I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard for me to feature with anybody when they don't take their pen serious, they don't take their craft serious.